The official title for Out of the Cold is the St. Aidan's Out of the Cold in the Beach. And it's a volunteer-based shelter that operates from November 1st to the following April 1st to provide food, overnight accommodation, and shelter from the elements for homeless people. This program here in the beach started in 2006. It was to save the lives of homeless people who were dying from the cold in the city of Toronto. The year that we opened was the same year that there was the 500th death of a homeless person due to cold weather in the city of Toronto. I said, okay, we have to do something about this. We have homeless people in our neighborhood. There's no Berlin Wall at Queen and Woodbine. We're part of the city of Toronto, and we have homeless people in our neighborhood. We have to provide shelter for them.
Right from the very start, we've always had the idea that the volunteers should mix with the guests, so they just visit with them. And the whole idea is, just as you would if you were hosting an event in your own home, you interact with your guests. So you sit and have dinner with them. The guests are so receptive to it and so grateful. The more you work at it, the more you put into it, the more you get out of it.
Most people are only a paycheck away from themselves of being homeless. I can sleep anywhere. Usually I sleep outside. You know, I was sheltered once. And I like this one. I like this one way better than any of the others. The volunteers are fantastic, you know, and they're so helpful, and they're always pleasant. They always got a smile on their face. So
when they're at a shelter like this, they're in community with other people that they've come to know over the years of being on the street together. They take meals with other people, and there is a sense of community. So for many of them, there's a real comfort in being here.
Evening. How are you this evening? Glad to be first.
Our program, of course, has guests who aren't without some risk. They behave very well, and to be sure they behave well, we have the support of Dixon Hall and their staff here. We now have over 130 active volunteers who are involved with the program, plus another 70 volunteers who work quietly in the background. This has resulted in the program's image being very positive through the community. There are people who come for a meal who are shut in the neighborhood, who live in rooming houses or single rooms in homes, whose monthly income is just enough to squeak by with the rent and their groceries. And so we provide for them a solid meal once a week here at the shelter, as well as for those who are homeless who are going to spend the night. We've introduced live music, and we have entertainers from bands in the beach who will come and volunteer their talent during dinner hour. Our guests will join in and sing some of the old songs that they enjoy hearing.
I love it when people start playing the music, because then, you know, because half the songs I know. So it seems like it brings back good memories, you know, like from my own childhood, from my teen years or whatever. So it was a lot of fun.
Amen. It certainly made St. Aidan's walls more porous and St. Aidan's reason for existence more grounded. The kids, you know, coming from the schools to visit and talk to the guests and hear about who they are and make their bag lunches, and the parents who hear from the children what they did. And then the ripple effect, I think, in the community is beyond what we can imagine, actually, and I think it's really good. It's something bigger than me. It's something bigger than any one person, and that's the strength of it.
We're totally blessed with the number of volunteers that come forward and with the support from the businesses in the community that provide us with an abundance of baked goods and other items that we use to run the program.
My father, his name's Gus Longo. He's been involved with Out of the Cold for about 10 years now. My dad just saw a need and an opportunity to help out in some way, and he's been supplying Dr. Chambers and the Out of the Cold team with any food that's not covered by donation, so anything over and above that they look for. My dad supplies 20 turkeys, and the team down at St. Aidan's Church and Out of the Cold cooks a nice Christmas dinner for all the people there.
These individuals are on their own spiritual journey, and we're all at different places on that journey. And that's why there's such a good, warm feeling inside after a 3-hour shift here when they go home and they think about what they've done, what they've accomplished, how they've related to these people, how they brought some joy to someone, just by being present and being a caring, respectful human being to individuals who are seen as being broken but aren't. The movement of sincere people, this is what has effected change in a small community. And it's true, really, there isn't anything else that has done that.